So, I just started this video out of nowhere because fuck Beat Out's feelings. So, Beat Out told me he had something scarier than my monitor just going out on my other computer. And I would like to know what that is. It's from I Read Creepypasta, and it's the Slavic napping test.
Close, but can I interrupt you for a second?
Maybe. What's up?
It looks like I have to eat the Carolina Reaper, Chavez.
Wait, what do you mean you have to eat the Carolina Reaper? Where's that video at?
Over 2,500 likes. I gotta do it.
Wait, holy shit! When are you doing that? When are you doing the Carolina Reaper? When are we doing this? To stop all the press.
I guess we gotta pick. I guess we gotta pick it up and do it.
Okay, well,
I'm a little afraid though.
Do you have a PO box set up already?
I do not in New York.
Okay, we'll get a PO box set up. I'll make the video mailing you the Reaper. Yeah. I'll put that up with like one other video that day, and then we'll get everybody hyped to watch you eat that Carolina Reaper. That's fantastic. Congratulations, B-Dot. You're internet famous.
You know what would be a better idea of me being like, oh man, it needs 12,000 likes. Oh man.
Yeah, man. Now we upped it while you guys were going. He's not gonna. That's good, man. I'm glad you kept checking up on that. I'm surprised nobody messaged.
Oh, I didn't keep up. Everyone let me know that I was losing. Everybody let me know.
Fantastic. I'm gonna tweet that out with the screenshot later on tonight after we're done with these vids. Fucking great, man. That almost makes me happy to watch this creepypasta. Almost. Not quite, but almost. That's good. I lost hope, dude. That video stopped getting likes after like the third day, and I was like, damn. Y'all really don't want to see that shit. And you get to see what Beat Out looks like, you know, in person. It's like a face reveal and a hot pepper challenge. That's fucking great.
And the gallon milk challenge when I throw up all the milk that I drink because it hurts.
That thing is hot. That thing is really hot. You see those videos where this woman almost died eating it?
Oh boy.
I'm saying, man. That girl went to the hospital. So good luck with that. And
hey, can you react to my funeral if I die, please?
Can I react to your funeral? Can it be monetized?
I will make sure.
Then done. Yep, no copyright strikes and it's monetized. I'm doing it. Let's. All right then. I'm excited to watch this creepypasta, and damn, all I can think about is I'm eating that fucking Carolina Reaper now. Jesus, this is gonna be distracting forever. Get the PO box set up, and let's do this, man. Somebody's trying to meme you in the chat saying that's gonna make it burn worse if you drink milk while eating the Reaper. That's funny to me. I like that. Yeah, keep telling him shit like that. Keep giving him bad advice. Get this dude killed on camera. I can't wait. Oh, this is uncomfortable.
In the late 1940s, a group of Russian researchers discovered an experimental gas-based stimulant which could eradicate the need for sleep in humans. 5 test subjects were chosen to test the gas.
Is there a reason why this sounds so ominous? Can this be a little bit less intense? You just started talking. What happened to like the upbeat tempo guys we listening to? Can we get that girl back from iCarly? I miss her.
All deemed enemies of the state. They were kept in a sealed environment to carefully monitor their oxygen intake, as the gas was toxic in high concentrations. This was before closed-circuit cameras, so their only means of monitoring the subjects were microphones and a few thick glass portholes into the chamber.
Wow.
The chamber was stocked with books, cots to sleep on, running water, a toilet, and enough dried food to last all 5 for over a month.
Okay.
Everything was 5 for the first 5 days. The subjects hardly complained, having been promised, falsely, that they would be freed if they did not sleep for 30 days.
Wow.
Their conversations and activities were monitored closely, and it was noted that they continued to talk about increasingly traumatic incidents in their past life, and the general tone of their conversations took on a darker aspect after the 4-day mark.
Can you even live that long without sleeping?
After 5 days, they started to complain about the circumstances and events that led them to where they were, and started to demonstrate signs of paranoia. They stopped talking to one another, and began alternately whispering to the microphones and portholes. Oddly, they seemed to think they could win the trust of their researchers by turning over their fellow comrades. At first, the researchers suspected that this was an effect of the gas itself. After 9 days, the first of them started screaming. He ran the length of the chamber, repeatedly yelling at the top of his lungs for 3 hours straight.
Oh my God.
After he tore his vocal cords, He still
my God.
continued attempting to scream, but was only able to produce
What?
occasional squeaks.
What?
The most surprising thing about this behavior is how the other captives reacted to it, or didn't react to it. They continued whispering into the microphones until the second of the captives started to scream. The 3 non-screaming captives took books apart, smearing page after page with their own feces and pasted them over the glass portholes. The screaming promptly stopped, and so did the whispering in the microphones. After 3 more days passed, the researchers checked the microphones hourly to make sure they weren't working, as they thought it impossible that no sound could be coming from the chamber. The oxygen consumption in the chamber indicated that all 5 must still be alive. In fact, it was the amount of oxygen 5 people would consume at a very heavy level of strenuous exercise. On the morning of the 14th day, the researchers did something they said they would not do. They used the intercom inside the chamber, hoping to provoke a response from the captives. They announced, "We are opening the chamber to test the microphones. Step away from the door and lie flat on the floor, or you will be shot. Compliance will earn one of you your immediate freedom." To their surprise, they heard one single phrase in a calm voice respond, "We no longer wish to be freed."
Well, damn.
Debate broke out among the researchers and the government officials funding the experiment. Unable to provoke any other response using the intercom, it was finally decided to open the chamber at midnight on the 15th day.
Why would you open it at midnight?
That night,
That's
the chamber was
not
flush
a
at the
good
gas
idea.
and filled with fresh air. Immediately, voices from the microphones began to object. 3 different subjects began begging, as if pleading for the life of loved ones, to turn the gas back on.
Oh,
The
shit.
chamber was opened and soldiers sent in to retrieve the test subjects. They began to scream louder than ever, and so did the soldiers when they saw what was inside the chamber. 4 of the 5 subjects were still alive, although no one can rightly call the state that any of them were in living. The food rations for the past 5 days had not been so much as touched. There were chunks of rotting flesh from the dead subject's thighs and chest stuffed into the drain in the center of the chamber, which allowed 4 inches of red liquid to accumulate on the floor.
What?
Precisely how much of the liquid that was actually blood was never
Into the
determined.
drains.
All 4 surviving test subjects also had large portions of muscle and skin torn away from their bodies. The exposed bone on their fingertips indicated that the wounds were inflicted by hand, not with teeth as the researchers initially thought. Closer examination of the position and angles of the wounds indicated that all of them were self-inflicted. The organs below the rib cages of all 4 test subjects had been removed, while the heart,
God.
lungs, and diaphragm remained in place. The skin and muscles attached to the ribs had been ripped off, exposing the lungs through the rib cage.
What
All the
fuck?
removed blood vessels
What
and
the
organs
fuck?
remained intact. They had just been taken out and laid on the floor, fanning out around the bodies of the subjects. The digestive tract of all 4 could be seen working.
Okay, alright. Okay, I get it. Jesus Christ, man. I fucking get it. What the hell is going on here, man?
It's great. It's
You
great.
guys listen to this shit? I don't want to listen to this shit, man. Oh, god damn it. Way to follow up good news, B-Dot. Oh, Jesus. I just need a second. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Fuck everybody out there. Nigga, you scared us. It's not even that bad. Fuck that guy. Somebody shoot that guy in the kneecap with a rubber band ball. Alright? Fucking care. Oh, jeez.
Digesting what was
Oh, geez.
apparently their own flesh, which they had been
Wow.
eating for many days.
How does that work, fam? That doesn't work!
Most of the soldiers were Russian operatives, but still, many refused to return to that chamber in order to remove the test subjects.
Hell no!
The subjects
Look, they bitch
continued to
asses back
scream
in
to be
there,
left
nigga.
alone in the chamber and alternately begged and demanded that the gas be turned back on.
There would be no more begging, man. We would bar the door closed, set they bitch asses on fire, and move on. They died tragically. It wasn't my fault. Electrical fire. Huh? What the fuck?
Lest they fall asleep.
What?
To everyone's surprise, the test subjects put up a fierce fight in the process of being removed from the chamber. One of the Russian soldiers died from having his throat ripped out. Another
Damn.
gravely injured by having his testicles ripped off and an artery in his leg severed by one of the subject's teeth.
How did you get
5
to
more
his
soldiers
testicles,
lost
fam?
their lives, if you count ones that committed suicide.
Ah! How did you get
In
to
the
his
struggle,
testicles?
one of the 4 living subjects had his spleen ruptured and was bleeding out quickly. The
Ruptured
medical
spleen?
staff attempted to sedate him, but this proved impossible. He was injected with more than 10 times the normal human dose of morphine and still fought like a cornered animal, breaking the arm of one doctor. His heart continued beating for a full 2 minutes after he ran out of blood. Even after his heart stopped, he continued to scream and flail for another 3 minutes, struggling to attack anyone in reach and just repeating the word, more, over and over, weaker and weaker, until he finally fell silent.
Why are
The
you still
surviving
taking these
3
people
test subjects were
alive?
heavily restrained and moved to the medical
Why?
facility. The
For
2
what?
with intact vocal cords continuously begging for the gas, demanding to be kept awake. The most injured of the 3 was taken to the only surgical operating room that the facility had. In the process of preparing the subject to have his organs placed back in his body, it was found that he was effectively immune to the sedative they had given him. He fought furiously against his restraints when the anesthetic gas was brought out to put him to sleep. He managed to tear most of the way through a 4-inch wide leather strap on a wrist. It took little more anesthetic than normal to put him under, and the instant his eyelids fluttered and closed, his heart stopped. In the autopsy of the test subject, it was found that his blood had triple the normal level of oxygen found in a human body. The muscles that were still attached to his skeleton were badly torn, and he had broken 9 bones in a struggle to not be subdued.
What the fuck is... Why are you
The
keeping
second
these people
survivor
alive,
had been
man?
the first of the group to start screaming. His vocal cords destroyed, he was unable to beg or object to surgery, and he only reacted by shaking his head very violently in disapproval when the anesthetic gas was brought out. He shook his head yes when a nurse suggested that they try the surgery without anesthetic.
Holy shit.
He did not react for the entire 6-hour procedure of replacing his abdominal organs and attempting to cover them with what little remained of his skin. The surgeon stated repeatedly that it should be medically impossible for the subject to still be alive. One terrified nurse stated that she had seen the patient's mouth curl into a smile several times whenever his eyes met hers.
Alrighty.
When the surgery ended, the subject looked at the surgeon and began to wheeze loudly, attempting to talk. Assuming this must be something of importance, the surgeon had a pen and pad fetched so he could write out his message. It was simple. Keep cutting.
Nigga, just
The other
murder
2
me,
test
fam.
subjects were given the same surgery, both without anesthetic. The surgeon found it almost impossible to perform the operation while the patients laughed continuously. Once paralyzed, the subjects could only follow the attending researchers with their eyes. The paralytic cleared their system in an abnormally short period of time, and they were soon trying to escape their bonds. The moment they could speak, they were asking for the gas. The researchers tried asking
Give me the
why.
gas.
Why had they injured themselves?
Give me the
Why had they
gas.
ripped out their own organs? Why did they want the gas? Only one response was given. I must remain awake. All 3 subjects' restraints were reinforced, and they were placed back into the chamber awaiting determination as to what should be done with them. The researchers, facing
This
the
music
wrath
is
of their
getting way too
military
intense.
benefactors
I
for
cannot
having
handle this.
failed the stated goals of their project, considered euthanizing the surviving subjects.
Right. That's
The
a good
commanding
idea.
officer, an ex-KGB, instead saw potential and wanted to see what would happen if they were put back on the gas.
Oh my
The
god.
researchers strongly objected, but were overruled. In preparation for being sealed in the chamber again, the subjects were connected to an EEG monitor and had their restraints padded for a long-term confinement.
Jesus.
To everyone's surprise, all 3 stopped struggling the moment they were back on the gas. It was
Chilling.
obvious that, at this point, all 3 were putting up a great struggle to stay awake. One of the subjects that could speak was humming loudly and continuously. The mute was straining his legs against the leather bonds with all his might, first left, then right, then left again, just to have something to focus on. The remaining subject was holding his head off his pillow and blinking rapidly. Having been the first to be wired for EEG, most of the researchers were monitoring his brainwaves in surprise. They were normal, but most of the time, he just flatlined. It looked as if he was repeatedly suffering brain death before returning to normal again.
What the fuck?
As they focused on the paper scrolling out of the brainwave monitor, only one nurse saw his eyes slip shut at the same moment his head hit the pillow. His brainwaves immediately changed to that of deep sleep, then flatlined for the last time as his heart simultaneously stopped.
What?
The only remaining subject that could speak started screaming to be sealed in now.
Oh,
his brainwaves
Jesus.
showed the same flatlines as the other one who had just died. The commander gave the order to seal the chamber with both subjects inside, as well as 3 other researchers.
Close that nigga in.
One of the 3 immediately drew his gun and shot the commander point blank right between the eyes.
Oh,
then
shit.
turned the gun to the mute subject and blew his brains out.
Oh, shit.
He pointed the gun at the remaining subject, still restrained to a bed, as the members of the medical and research team fled the room. I won't be locked in here with these things. Not with you, he screamed, at what could no longer be called a man strapped to the table. What are you, he demanded. I must know. I must know. What are you?
What is it?
The subject smiled.
Have you forgotten so easily?
The subject asked.
What? Yes.
We are you.
What?
We are the madness that lurks within you all, begging to be freed at every moment in your deepest animal mind.
What?
We are what you hide from your beds every night. We are what you sedate into silence when you go to the nocturnal heaven where we cannot tread.
The researcher paused.
You're me.
Then aimed at the subject's exposed heart and fired. The EEG flatlined as the subject weakly choked out.
So nearly free.
Ha! That's a hilarious ending. That shit was weak as fuck as an ending, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. What the fuck you waste my time with this scary shit for, B-Dot? Damn.
I liked it. The ending was.
Nigga, the ending was weak as fuck. I am you. Nigga, if it was me, it'd be beautiful as fuck. A fucking unicorn would sprout out the back of my ass. Shitting rainbows, my nigga. I'm fabulous. That was weak as fuck. I'm mad. I'm mad because I was scared until the very end of the fucking shit. What did you need to be locked in for? Just, the darkness was in you, but you can still die, though. You just fucking shoot him and move on. God damn it. I hate the scary shit, man. Don't fucking waste my time. This is the Russian sleep experiment. I read creepypastas. B-Dot's gonna eat a Carolina Reaper. Tune in for that lit shit. Stop sending me goddamn creepypastas. I'm done. The Halloween is almost over, and I'm fucking done with it. I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Crocs, 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 Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. Wearing Crocs, boy. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. Wearing Crocs, boy. My Crocs are gold. My pops is old. My Crocs got soul. My Crocs are bold. I go to church wearing Crocs. I'm always turned wearing Crocs. My Crocs are great. Your Crocs are lame. With my Crocs, I can cross a lake. Crocs, 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 Crocs.